Coach, before we get to the good basketball stuff, CC Sabathia talked about losing 25 pounds by just cutting Captain Crunch out of his diet, and that got us to talking breakfast cereals. Everybody here has a favorite. Do you have like that favorite breakfast cereal that never lets you down?
Boy, I like all the stuff that's got a lot of sugar in it personally.
Yeah,
I try to stay away from that.
Yeah.
I try to do a little egg white omelet in the morning.
Oh, that's no fun. It's healthy, but no fun.
I agree with you.
All right, mix in some Crunch Berries every once in a while. They never let you down, I'm telling you. 13 straight 20-win seasons, Coach. That's quite an accomplishment. What is the biggest key as you look back on that run? What's the biggest key to that success?
Well, I think we've been very, very fortunate to have a lot of good players and good coaches that have gone on and moved on to some head coaching jobs, and also some guys that are with me right now. And I really think it has to do with the people. It starts with our administration, president, athletic director, and then obviously the recruiting part of it. You know, we've had obviously a lot of guys that have been first-round draft picks, a lot of guys playing in the NBA, and that has been a big, big factor of being able to win 20 games for 13 seasons in a row.
As a coach, you're always looking to learn and try to get better. What did you learn from your most recent win, the 1-point win over Tennessee over the weekend?
Well, I think the one thing about our league is certainly every night it's a battle, and we all know each other so well. And you really have to play your best to put yourself in a position to win. And I thought Tennessee played a very, very good game, and I thought our guys found a way to win. But I think that we've been able to learn a lot of valuable lessons this season, and one is which that you have to have a certain mentality and a makeup and a disposition going into each and every game. Because if you don't, anybody on any given night in our league can beat you.
Yeah, the close wins always seem that they build character. They're nice because I guess your team learns how to win those close games, particularly in conference. And you've had a lot of those. You've had a double overtime win. You won one with a 30-foot shot. How valuable is it to your team? I know as a coach you'd love to sit there and cruise by double digits, but what do you take away from all those close games?
How fragile winning is, you know, because we could be on the other side of that. And that's the one thing that you try to talk to the players about is that, you know, a missed shot or a missed free throw, a missed block out, what you try to do is really take things that you can control out of the game for your opponent. And we've been very, very fortunate that we've been able to make a lot of difficult shots that have been very timely shots. But you know, our record in league play and our overall record could look a lot different right now if some of those things did not go our way. And I give our kids credit for being resilient and battling and finding a way to win. But I think we understand how fragile winning is, and it could go either way. And we've just been fortunate. We've made some plays and some shots that have put us on the winning side of it.
Very fine line, particularly in that conference. 5 games left in the regular season. How do you use these games to get ready for the really important stuff?
Well, right now, we look at it like every game is very important. You know, people talk about, you know, wanting to play your best basketball going into the end of February into March. And I think for any coach, if we all had that figured out, we'd all play our best basketball at that time. But I think really what it's about now is to try to get better and to try to improve as a team. And I know it sounds like a coaching cliche, but right now it's just all about trying to get better and get prepared for the next game. And you know what? When you start talking about March and some things down the road, those things will come. Yeah. But you got to prepare yourself for those times.
Where is Chandler Parsons in terms of the thigh injury?
I'm a little bit concerned right now as a coach because he's got a deep thigh bruise. It's something that we're probably not going to know the status on probably till the end of the week. Probably our off week has come at the right time for him being able to get some rest. It was kind of a freak accident. One of his own teammates banged into him on a rebound, and really he played probably, you know, a good 38 minutes with that injury during the course of the game. So I think it shows a lot about his toughness and character in terms of trying to compete and play the game. So we're hopeful to have him back for our game against LSU on Sunday, but we're not quite sure right now.
You, of course, you know, played for Rick Pitino, and that started your career. You talked about the success that you've had with coaches. You've got a nice coaching tree out there, including a couple, by the way, in your league. How does that make you feel that you've helped so many of these young guys get going?
Well, one, it's starting to make me feel old. You know, I mean, you realize how quickly time goes by.
Imagine how it makes Rick feel, by the way.
That's
because
exactly
he's
right.
a grandfather coach.
Yeah, that's right. But I've been very, very fortunate, and I think that I had the opportunity to work for, in my opinion, the best coach, you know, in America, and Coach Pitino, and you know, so thankful he gave me an opportunity, and you know, he provided me an opportunity to go on and become a head coach, and I've just been happy that I've been able to at least help some of these guys that have worked at the University of Florida for us move on to some head coaching positions, and they've done a great job.
Yeah. I guess it's been a couple off seasons since you swam with the Sharks.
Yes.
But
yes.
we have to ask you about that. I mean, what was that like?
Well, I wouldn't say my wife, but my children and myself are big Shark Week people on Discovery Channel.
I love it too.
And we get off of the recruiting period July 31st. August 1st starts Shark Week. We usually go away for a week vacation, and every night at 7 o'clock we watch it.
That is great.
So we always loved the stuff that they used to cover on Discovery Channel on Seal Island in South Africa, the sharks jumping up out of the water there. So we'd always talked about going, and my wife finally said, you know, you guys do a lot of talk. I'm going to book this, and you guys are going to go. So I took my, at that time he was 11-year-old son, and we went to South Africa. We went to Cape Town, and we went to Seal Island. We spent 4 days doing that, and then we actually took a safari in Kruger National Park for 4 days. So we had a ball. It was an incredible experience, and you see those sharks on TV.
Yeah.
They are bigger in person.
And I'm sure much more frightening. Well, who wins, a gator or a shark?
I would say a shark would probably be in pretty good shape, yes.
Wow. Well, luckily for you, are there sharks in the, has any team nicknamed the Sharks? I mean, Tarkanian doesn't count. I don't think there are any NCAA mascots that are sharks. I say that, and somebody will probably email us and say, oh, you forgot about this. But I think you're good. Okay, Coach, listen, keep it going.
Thank you.
I know this is your time of the year that's approaching. Best of luck to you in Florida as we get ready to start into the tournament.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for stopping by.